Welcome to the City of Florissant podcast, where we talk anything and everything related to the beautiful City of Florissant.
Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Lowery, and welcome to another edition of the Mayor's Podcast Show. With me today is Laurie Lowery, my wife, who's also the president of the Florissant Valley Flowers organization, Jessica Berchtold, who's the president of the Florissant Old Town Partners, and Peg Gettemeier, who's a volunteer with the Old St. Ferdinand Shrine. Well, welcome, ladies. We're here to discuss something very exciting that happens right around the holidays, Miracle on St. Francis Street. And so this is now our third annual, and that's going to be Saturday, November the 25th. So, Laurie, do you want to start off and tell us a little bit about what's going on that day?
Yes. So we've brought a few things back that we've had in the past. We are going to start our team donation tree that will be up at City Hall starting on November 20th. And we'll have Santa's mailbox. We decorate a wooden tree there for the kids to drop off their mailbox, and that'll be there till December 13th for all the kids to drop letters off. In the meantime, we're going to have the Jingle Parade, and all the kids' entrance is just a letter to Santa. And that starts at 1:45 this year. We moved it up a little bit closer to the time for Santa. And that letter goes to Santa at the care of JFK Community Center at 315 Howdershell Road in Florissant, Missouri. And that's 63031. And at the end of the run, they'll get their jingles and their coloring book for participating. And then we have our crafters, our vendors, our petting zoo, and our pony rides. That'll be from 1 to 6, and that'll all be located within the block of City Hall. And we'll have the Valley of Flowers Queen and Court. They will be inside the chamber and doing face painting from 2:30 to 4:30. And then we will have our parade that'll start from the shrine at 6 o'clock, and that'll proceed up to the City Hall. And once the parade is over, we will do our tree lighting. And we added something a little different this year. We have first and second place for general public and first and second place for commercial. So we can kind of make it a little bit even playing grounds for everyone who wants to participate in the parade. We've got golf carts. If you want to be a marching band, if you want to walk in the parade, you want to have a vehicle, a float, anything like that, everything is welcome for the parade.
So just one quick question. Are you still looking for vendors? Or if you
Yes.
are, how do you register to be a vendor?
So we are looking for vendors, crafters, anyone who'd like to have a food truck, and that is through our partner, Old Town Partners, and their website. Jessica, you have that website information?
Our website is florisantoldtown.com, and I know that the vendor sheet is up on Facebook. There are some QR codes that you can scan to apply.
Very good. Jessica, what else could you add there? Would you like to add?
Also going on in the chamber, the city chambers, is Santa pictures. For years, Old Town Partners has done this where we bring Santa in, and from 2:30 to 4:30, you can come get your picture with Santa. We have some crafts in there, and then the girls will be in there too. So that's always a lot of fun. As you're leaving there, you can hit those petting zoos and everything. Another thing that will be going on during the event is Historic Florissant redid their Green Line tour, and they will be doing a mini version of that during the whole event. So you can get on the Green Line tour bus. There'll be signs for where to go. And then we will also be having all of our events up around City Hall, like Laurie mentioned. So we'll be able to stay in that ground. You'll be able to walk all around, very easy access to shopping and everything that's going on up there.
Very good. So, Peg, what's going to happen at the shrine?
The shrine. Well, we're very excited this year because this is our first event open to the public since the flood of July of 2022. So it's very exciting for us. It's our fourth year that we're having tablescapes, and it is a fundraiser for the shrine. And we usually pick a project every year, and we do with the money. But we're very happy. The community has been very supportive and generous through this whole time that we have been closed. You know, I get choked up about this because I'm so excited. But this is one of the communities that when it flooded, people came down with buckets and rags. You know, Florissant, they want to get in there and clean and get us back together. So we're very excited. I think you're going to just love the church when you walk in. It's just gorgeous. So we have tablescapes. We'll be back down on the shrine ground again in the convent area. We have 20 tables. They're designed by local businesses and individuals. And each year we're amazed at all the imagination and creativity that goes in. The general theme is Christmas, but each table is so very different that I think you'll really enjoy it. Also, a couple other events I'd like to mention coming up is that on Saturday, November 18th, is the feast day of St. Philippine de Chêne. And we will be actually having 2 masses that day. One mass will be at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that mass, I want to make sure I get the wording right on that because it's very special. It's when the altar will be consecrated at a rite of dedication and a mass. And this will be done celebrated by the auxiliary bishop. So that will happen. Then at 7 p.m. that evening, Monsignor Schuler will come back and we'll have the feast day mass at that time. So, and both masses are open to the public, so we hope as many people can come as possible for that. And I'm also happy to tell you that the director, Carol, is back in her office. It's hard to find her. There's boxes up to the ceiling that we still have to unpack. But she is down there, and she is ready to set up tours. We're ready. The first year, we'll be ready to give tours. We'll book weddings, baptisms. You can rent the schoolhouse. So we're ready to go.
Well, that's great to hear.
Yeah,
because it was so devastating, like you said, that day in July was horrible.
Yes, it was. It's just been a nice transformation. So.
Of course, the tablescapes really are pretty cool. I mean, I'll tell you
Yes.
what, we have a lot of creative people in this town.
We do. And I was surprised at how many people have stopped me and asked me if we were going to have them. So I'm thinking we're going to have a good crowd.
I definitely agree. It's definitely a neat event down there.
Yeah, so looking forward to it.
So more importantly, I got to ask all three of you, who's in charge of the weather this day?
Got to say our prayers for that one.
We'll go with St. Philippine on this.
All right, very good. So is there anything else you guys like to add? Laurie, is there something else you'd like to add?
On the band shell, we moved it this year.
Oh, yes.
The band shell used to be down at the VFW, and VFW is kind of doing their own thing this year. They're kind of still working with us, but they have their own event. I believe from 7 to 9 they're going to have music down at the VFW, but we moved the band shell up this year, so we'll have different events from 1:15 till 5:30. Well, actually 6 o'clock we'll end it. So we've got, I think, the Rhythmettes, LA Dance, we've got Sweet Reads. That's going to be there, but the library is also going to do a little reading time, story time, and then we have the ladies from St. Mark's that are going to be there. And the Alpha players, I forgot to mention, are going to be roaming around caroling throughout the event, and they'll be dressed in period costumes, so it'll be a very nice touch to add there.
Do they want me to join them?
Well,
probably not.
I don't know. I told him I couldn't because I'd scare everybody away.
Right, exactly. Me too. Jessica, what about you?
We have a flirt bus running. So if you need to get down to the shrine for tablescapes, don't worry. You'll be able to get from one event to another. And, this event is, of course, so magical because of the time of year, but it's also such a neat collaboration. Of course, with a lot of our events, we get to work with the city, but this is really a collaboration between all organizations, and it's really neat to see the city come together and multiple organizations work like this. What's wonderful about this event is it's on Small Business Saturday, so you can get out, support all of our local small businesses, and then come join us for the festivities, and the tree lighting is just gorgeous. The city does such a wonderful job with that. So it really is a day full of fun for everyone.
Yeah, and actually, I think they've actually added another 4 feet to that tree. And plus, let's not forget, we got Francis the Bear out in front of the City Hall.
Yes,
he's cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Peg, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think for information, I like the Facebook page that we have because you don't have to search for things. All the little invitations are just lined one after the other. So you can find dates of other activities that might be going on and do that. So that's all I have.
So, Laurie, I noticed you and Jessica are wearing these really neat Miracle on St. Francis streets. Can people purchase these shirts, or is it going to be the same shirt this year as last year? How's that work?
So this year we came up with a little bit different theme. It's still Miracle on St. Francis, but we kind of went with a snow globe effect. And it is a snow globe of City Hall, all lit up and decorated. And you can order hoodies, t-shirts. We've got multiple colors. I think just about every color you can think of. And it is through Fisher's. They set a store up for us, and they'll be available until November 17th. And that is miracle2023.itemorder.com. And again, I believe you can also go to Fisher's website, but we have that information on our Facebook page as well.
Very good. I really appreciate the three organizations coming together to make this happen because this is such a neat event in the city of Florissant, certainly in the Old Town area. And to have you guys all come together and put this together, it really does mean a lot to the city, so we certainly appreciate it. And thank you for joining me today. And this concludes another edition of the Mayor's Podcast Show. We are Florissant Strong. Thank you.